Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. I am the Gingerbread Man, yes, and this is Steady Serving Sports ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast Networks. Hey, look, the Gamecocks theme is beyond measures, but more after these messages.
Yeah, they're my own.
Yo, check it out. Don Staley, theme of this year is beyond measures. And guess what? The first two games that we've seen the girls, which I really wanted to see, you know what I mean? We just, it's new. They facing really teams that they slaughtering, beating down. But we just wanted to see how the offense is working with each other and how the girls are combined with one another. And it looks so good. Listen, Tessa Johnson. Yes, Tessa Johnson is the girl. She's off to a great start. Joyce Edwards, off to a great start. You know what I mean? And then, of course, Raven gonna be Raven. Raven gonna be Raven, solid as a rock. And then, of course, my baby girl came here from Florida, Tanaya Latson. Y'all already seen what I've put on the page early when I started. I was putting everybody up on Tanaya Latson last year. You know what I mean? Me in Brooklyn. Yeah, very beautiful sister. She came over to the Gamecocks, and guess what? She is definitely relieved that she got some help on offense, and it looks so good. The future is very bright for Tanaya being a Gamecock. But check it out. We're going to go more into what happened and what's happening right now with the baby girls while they're on the court. We're going to cover this. So they played tonight, Bowling Green at South Carolina. Bowling Green in the first quarter got punched in the face, the mouth, the ears, whatever. But, South Carolina scored 27 points in the first, 28 points in the second, 31 points in the third, and 28 points in the fourth. We definitely want that type of production in each and every quarter like that. If we could get that type of production, of course, this is college ball, and we understand that other teams, the score may not reach 100, but the production of it all, we want the actual production of the group to handle its business and go into each and every quarter with a balanced attack and, of course, winning each and every quarter, in any game that they play. But in this game in particularly, South Carolina field goal percentage was 60%. The three-point average was 42.86. The free throws was 80% across the board. The TRB was 53, and then the turnovers was 14, and then, of course, the steals. They had 9 steals in the game. So that was really impressive. But like I said, this was a lowercase team. We just wanted to see how the girls would be in motion. And then they covered, of course, the actual happenings of the game. Columbia, this is in the Gamecocks report. It says Joyce Edwards scored 24 points, and Mississippi State transfer Medina Akot added a double-double with 13 points and 11 rebounds as the number 2 South Carolina rolled past Bowling Green 114-47 on Friday night. The Gamecocks 2-0 followed up a 40-point victory in their opener against Grand Canyon with another dominating game. They led 55-19 by halftime and kept pouring it on. They finished with 7 players in double figures. Bowling Green got a scoreboard snapshot moment when Janad Donahue made the game's opening basket to put the Falcons up 2-0. Things quickly turned as the Gamecocks scored the next 15 points. South Carolina led 27-7 after the first quarter and kept pushing the pace as the Falcons could not figure out the Gamecocks' smothering defense. South Carolina held Bowling Green to 6-39 shooting, 15.4%. It had a 34-15 edge on rebounding and 5 block to none for the Falcons. Edwards made 11 of 12 shots and had 3 of the South Carolina's 9 block shots. Raven Johnson had 11 points and 11 assists. This is why I always tell y'all that Raven is steady. She gonna do what she gonna do. She gonna make it happen each and every time. Listen, Raven have had critics ever since that Caitlin Clark moment. Raven been having those critics, but she stepped up her defense, and ever since then, won the Natty, and then last year, of course, she continued on with her defensive onslaught. Of course, she one of the best point guards that you can ever have in the whole entire NCAA. This year, you ain't seeing Raven scared at all taking those shots that we want her to take in the game, and it looks beautiful. It says it was the second straight games South Carolina coach Don Staley welcomed back one of her championship assistants, now head coach Winston Grady, part of the 2024 national champs, is in his first year at Grand Canyon with the loss of 94-54 in one-day opener. Bowling Green coach Fred Shamil was on Stanley's staff for 2015-2016 through 2020 and 2023, and was essential to NCAA tournament titles in 2017 and 2020. Shamil hosted Stanley team in December 2023 and lost 83-62. Johanna Blaine Fitzpatrick led Bowling Green with 10 points. The Gamecock notable South Carolina eclipsed 100-point mark for the 24th time in Don Staley's era. The team's 114 points were tied for 6th most scored in a game and tied for the 2nd most under Staley. The Gamecocks shot 81.8%, 9 for 11 for the floor in the fourth quarter, tying the number 4 spot in program history for the field goal percentage in a quarter, previously 81.8 at Kentucky 121-2018. 7 Gamecocks finished in double-digit scoring, marking the most since 7 hit the mark against Purdue, 11-30-2024. The Gamecocks out-rebounded Bowling Green 53-24 and outscored the Falcons 66-18 in the paint. South Carolina defense was strong, holding the Falcons to just 24%, 18 of 74 from the floor. Joyce Edwards led the team with 24 points, making her 6th career game with 20 points. 6 of her points came from the first 5 minutes of the game. Medina Alcott netted her first double-double as the Gamecocks, on 13th of her career, finished with 13 points, 11 boards, while handing out a team-high 4 blocks. Raven Johnson recorded the second double-double of her career, grabbing 11 points while dishing out a team-high 11 assists. Her now 428 career assists, marking the 8th most in program history, surpassing Staley Henderson and Cherie Davis, 423. Come on, Raven. Come on, Raven. Yeah. Alcott McKeer led the team coming off the bench with 12 points, scoring 9 of them in just as many minutes in the open quarter while adding a block and a steal. Man, listen, Gamecocks is real. We already know what comes with that territory. We just want them to get in. Ain't nobody getting overly excited. We know what they bring to the table. We know what Don always have going on in the program. We know that Don always can get it done. And I expect my expectations for the Gamecocks is to actually be there again, to appear in the Natty and get some get back, you know what I'm saying, with Gino. But you know, Gino, that's what UConn is, you know what I mean, one of my teams, because AZ Fudd is on the team. Sarah Strong is on the team. So that is one of my teams, but you know I'm originally and will always be a Gamecock cheerleader, baby mama over there. You know what I'm saying. She is, a coach of a generation that we've never seen. You know what I mean? She's the newest thing. Dawn Staley is just the newest breed of coaches, of course, in my generation, coming up and being able to handle her business the way she is, and her girls doing it, and then becoming a world-renowned type of college team. I mean, that's bigger than life. That is really, really bigger than life. So the score, of course, was 47 to 114. We went over what they did each and every quarter, but I just want to break down something with you guys. Joyce Edwards, of course, you heard in the report, had 24 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Medina Alcott, you're saying, transferred in. She came in from Mississippi, and she taking care of business, y'all. 13 points, 2 assists, 11 rebounds. Tahina Laxon, 17 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And then, of course, you heard about what Raven does. And she passed her with 428. She had 11 points, 11 assists, and 5 rebounds. Marion Dutta, she had 9 points, 8 rebounds. Tack, I just want a little bit more from Tack. I just expect Tack, when everything get rotated again. Tack is one of the ones that I think that's going to take the Gamecocks to another level too, because she got a lot of girth. She can really, really take charge when she's allowed to. I believe that Tack, in one more year, will definitely be the Gamecock that we always know that she is. Alana McDowell, I expect a lot from her. Rookie, you know what I mean? She comes in, she's very aggressive. She had 11 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. Got Meeker, I love her. I got nothing to say about the freshie. I got nothing to say, but I know that she's going to be a very, very bright future, and I love to see her get on the court. She had 12 points and 3 rebounds. What a great, great game. What a great team. Love the Gamecocks. Always will be there with Don Staley. Listen, shout out to each and every one. Tahina Laxon is here, y'all. It's going to be a great season, and I can't wait, and I'm glad to cover it for you guys. So let me know what you think in the game, you know what I mean, about what the Gamecocks going to do in the comments. Hey, like I said, keep it cool, be nice, be respectful in the comments, but I definitely want to hear what you think that's going to happen with the Gamecocks. And guess what? Tell a friend, and let them know that, hey, the time is here. College basketball, NCAA basketball is here, and we are ready to cover the Gamecocks. And you're going to see my perspective and the way that I see it every single game. And thank you for coming. I appreciate you so much for being here, and shout out to each and every last one of y'all, man. Look, keep the main thing, and I leave as I came with another banger.
Yeah, them my own.
We are.
You see?